Before we get into this week's video, I just want to quickly acknowledge the tragic events in Hawaii and send my thoughts and positive energy to all the people affected. Don't just complain about the weather, question it, because weather modification is real. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Bryony and I post new videos every week, including social commentary, social media reactions, and personal chit chats. So if that sounds good, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here. Today, I want to talk about weather modification. Every major country in the world has the technology to modify the weather, and this technology is continually advancing. Cloud seeding is the most common type of weather manipulation, and it basically involves releasing different chemicals into the air. Chemicals such as silver iodide or even salt are released into the atmosphere either by planes or from the ground, and they attract water particles. Lasers or electricity from drones can also be used to manipulate storm clouds to make them either stronger or weaker. This technology is used to produce more rain or snow, to reduce the size of hail, and even to reduce the amount of fog around airports. So it's actually pretty amazing technology, and it has been around for a really long time. And particularly the use of the lasers and electricity are extremely effective at manipulating rain and storm clouds. Just imagine how this kind of amazing technology could be used for the good of humanity. We could produce more rainfall over catchment areas so that we never need to experience water shortage or drought ever again. We could even produce rain over areas that are extremely dry conditions and in danger of bushfires. It could also theoretically be used to create more green areas in places that are currently just arid desert. And that could help fight climate change with more trees and vegetation to eliminate CO2 and improve air quality. Imagine how it could be used to combat poverty and famine in communities where low rainfall makes agriculture and food production more difficult. This technology could be the thing that changes the world for the good. And governments have had this technology for decades, yet we don't see it being used in this way. And it almost feels like, even though it's quite common knowledge that this exists, it's almost like governments don't really want us to see just how powerful this technology is, because maybe we might start asking more questions like, well, what have you been doing with it this whole time? It could be used to control the activities and the mood of the population. Imagine if it were to be used as a lockdown technique to keep people inside their homes because it's too cold and too wet for people to want to go outside. And it controls our mood as well, like seasonal depression. It could also be used to disrupt military operations and communication. And I know many countries have signed a treaty to say that they won't use weather manipulation in combat, but imagine how hard it would be to prove that weather events were manipulated and weren't just natural. Countries could control each other's weather and affect the food production of other countries that they might be in combat with. And on the subject of food production, Bill Gates is actually funding a company that is researching the effects of shooting dust up into the air to manipulate the weather. And we also know that Bill Gates has been busy buying up lots of farms and agricultural land. So it would be a financial benefit for him if he had the means to control the weather and he had control over the production of the food that we all have to consume. I don't particularly believe in God and the devil, but I do believe in good and evil within people. And I wonder what it must do to someone's soul to have this kind of power, the power to play God, basically, and to be able to help people, but instead to use that power for maybe potentially nefarious reasons. Next time we see these catastrophic weather events that rip apart people's lives and communities, we should remember that the government potentially has the power to fix this, to help people, and to stop these weather events from occurring, or to at least make them not as severe. And we should question why they don't. Because it seems to me that whenever these catastrophic events happen, it's always to the benefit of the elite at the expense of people like you and I. So what do you think about weather modification? I'd love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. That's cool too. If you've watched this far, please leave a rain cloud emoji in the comment section down below. And please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Also follow me on Rumble and YouTube. And until next time, guys, have a great week. Stay safe. Mwah. Bye.